Ladies and gents, welcome back. Last time we did the right side of the back line. Today we're going to do the left. These are the left back Wonderkids for FM24. Let's take a look. Yes, this is the left side of the pitch this time. Hopefully we can find some really good Wonderkids right here, some gems. And hopefully, for my taste, I want to find ones that can do both the right and the left. That would be fantastic. But we are starting out with Tottenham's own Destiny Udogie. I covered him in FM23. 20-year-old Italian, looks pretty nice. 13s all around. He has some fantastic looking stats, especially room to grow. 15 work rate is always a fantastic start. And acceleration and pace for days. And of course, we're going to cover Alejandra Bal from Barcelona. He can play all the way up that left side fantastically. I mean, the only issue is he's accomplished at the left winger role, but he's got some fantastic looking stats too. 12s, 13s, like 15 here and there. In mentals, physically looking fantastic. 17 acceleration pace, absolutely amazing. He's not a header of the ball. He doesn't have the jumping reach, so he's on the smaller side, 5'9". But again, technical is not too bad either. Valentine Barco. Who is he wanted by? He's wanted by Man City, Milan, and Napoli. So that's going to be the issue of trying to get a hold of him. Of course, he is cheap right now, but that is going to drive up the price as well. 18-year-old Argentinian, looking fantastic as well. He's got some great stats. Dribbling of 15, technique of 15, vision, flair, natural fitness of 16. He can definitely play for a while. And if you can pip these teams, Man City, Napoli, and Milan, to this player, that's a good start. Here we go. Amar Dedic, Bosnian-born, 20-year-old with RB Salzburg right now, or Red Bull Salzburg. He can play on the left and the right fairly well. On the right fairly well. He's got some good stats. Definitely you want to see him grow a bit, but determination of 17, pace of 16 is fantastic. Work rate of 14 is not too bad itself. So he's got a lot of good stats, a lot of room to grow though. Victor Christenson on loan from Leicester right now with Bologna, 20-year-old Danish kid. Mentally, he's looking pretty nice. A lot of really good stats. He's got some issues with the technical side, some numbers that just aren't in the double digits. But again, you don't need a lot of those numbers for that left back position. So you don't need finishing. You don't need long throws, long shots or anything like that. He's got some definitely room to grow, but work rate and teamwork of 14 is a fantastic place to start. Stamina, determination, aggression, all in the green. Looking like a nice start, definitely. Milos KZ, I don't know. But Bournemouth right now, 19-year-old Hungarian. Bravery is fantastic. Determination, work rate of 17. Oh my lord, definitely want to pick up just for that. Acceleration and pace as well. But as usual, a lot of stats need to grow, but 14 tackling is fantastic. So he's got some fantastic starting stats. If he can grow, fantastic. Definitely find his way into a lot of top teams. Atalanta's own 20-year-old Matteo Ruger, definitely one I've seen before, definitely one I played against and would love to bring him on my team. He's got some technicals, 12s and 13s, not too bad. 16 crossing is going to be amazing if you can get that up the pitch. The mentals, he's got some 14s, some 15 teamwork is fantastic. Concentration as well. Acceleration and pace, not too bad either. So he's got some really good starting stats. And if he grows, another bonus. Harvey Abraham from Fulham, English 18-year-old, listed for loan, very cheap. Definitely cheap. But as you can see, his stats show why he's so cheap. Technique of 14, tackling of 13 is great, passing of 13 is great. A lot of the other numbers, though, are not all that great, especially if you're on the top half of the league. Probably not someone you want to bring in just yet. See how he grows. See how he goes, in the next couple of seasons. Does he get that loan move? Does he play a full amount of games each season and grow to what his potential could be? Hopefully he does. Otherwise, he could be left in the dust, sadly. So yeah, keep an eye on him. See how he does. Keep in your scouting books, though, just to see where he can end up. Patrick Dorgu, contracted right now to Lecce. He's Danish, 18 years old. He's got some interesting stats to start out with. A lot of, single digits that, again, you don't care about. But marking of 6 isn't great at all. Tackling of 8 is not great if you want to keep him behind and kind of use that back line to actually do some defending. Otherwise, off the ball of 15, 14 concentration. He's got some good numbers, pace and acceleration there. Another one to keep in your books just to see how he grows. And maybe possible, to pick him up later on for at least a squad player, if not a starting role somewhere. We don't have many Americans on these lists. We've had one or two in the past, but John Tolkien, left back for the New York Red Bulls in MLS. MLS has some people to take a look at. Always remember that. It's not just a forgotten retiree league. So they've got a couple of fantastic players to look at, but John Tolkien has some good stats to start out with. A lot of 13s, mentally not too bad. A flair in leadership, okay. Composure, But 15 in determination. He's got a little bit of acceleration and pace, but 20 years old, definitely, again, room to grow. Should get that on a t-shirt, but stamina 14, he can play it through pretty much a full game. So see how he grows, put him in your books, see how the next couple of seasons treat him. Maybe pick him up when he's 23, 24, and see where he ends up. I mean, he could definitely fit into a lot of European sides right now, at least as a squad player or kind of a fringe player. Just as we finished talking about how the MLS is not one to be forgotten, neither is the Mexican League. Omar Compos from Santos Laguna in the Mexican League, very cheap right now, can play up that, that left side. Nice versatility there. But again, a lot of stats are missing, but you've got 15 dribbling, 13 technique, tackling and marking, 12, 11, passing 11. So there's definitely room to grow. There's definitely things he needs to grow in. But acceleration, look at that. Pace of 13, okay. But again, he's got some good starting stats for his position. If he's going to be playing up on the, the AML side, maybe not. Crossing of 12 is pretty good though. But you definitely need to see how he grows in the next couple of seasons. He's definitely one to take a look at though. Keep in your books and just see where he ends up. I mean, again, could definitely find his way to Europe probably pretty soon. Maybe not to a top tier team like Man City, but even the smaller teams, he can get some good game time in, really start growing, and then the sky's the limit there. And yes, we've seen Barcelona before, but Alex Valle from Barcelona on loan to Levante right now, 19-year-old Spanish kid, has a lot of good starting stats as we've seen. The left back position definitely isn't near as glamorous as the midfield center position with Bellingham, Pedri, and Gavi, and all of those amazing players, but you do have some good starting stats for a 19-year-old. No question about it. A lot of 13s, a couple, 14 here and there, some 11s and things. Places to pick up someone young for cheap. I mean, 1.1 million, really cheap, 1.6K per week in wages. As a squad player, yeah, you could possibly pick him up fairly cheap from Barcelona the next season after his loan ends. And really, hopefully, if you can get him game time, he can really grow. I mean, I would imagine he can definitely do really well in the coming, 5-10 years. See where he ends up. Maybe if you're able to pick him up for a lower league team and see how he progresses from there, it could really help. But it's another name to take a look at, another one to put in your scouting books, another one to see where he goes and how he ends up. But that is it for the left back Wonderkids for our list, at least for FM24. Again, a lot of different names we could throw in there, but we wanted to do some of the different ones that you may have not seen before or taken a look at. But now you did. Now you can have them in your scouting books and see how they all grow. I'm sure you can find a true gem or two in there. But that is it for me, Stefan FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.